Alright, so the ancient Naga Empire. This is actually the only part of the video that's going to be post-commentary. Actually, the only video that's post-commentary in the whole Let's Play. And there's a very good reason for that, but I'll explain that after this cutscene.
What?
So yeah, this area looks familiar.
Not let you ruin them. Not the key of time.
So we're seeing Cecilia and what she did with her part of the key of time.
My promise to Rodea.
Which is to kill herself.
Rodea.
Oh wait, you're back. Oh shit. You know you can still fly, right, Rodea? That's kind of your whole thing. God, he's crappy as a... Yeah. So Giardo sent us... Oh no, Vulgus sent us back in time? Alright. Blame the fact that I didn't put much effort into making you. Haha. You made... Whatever. So Rodea's not taking it very well. I gotta give credit to the voice actor of Rodea. He did a pretty decent job right here, at least. You know I mentioned that he sounds like Kurama from Yu Yu Hakusho, but he's kind of starting to sound a little bit like Kyle Hebert.
What are you doing here?
Just a little bit. Ion, you do realize how time travel works, right? That you being here might fuck up all of space. Never mind. Okay, so this is the reason why this is post-commentary. Because... yeah. This is the only portion of the game that does this particular type of gameplay, and you only get about 3 hits unless you grab one of the extra tail boosters. But you do get a gun, so that's pretty useful in this stage. However, those are the easy ones. Then it's going to get into some really difficult bullshit, as you'll soon see. I left a death in here, but you're going to see why exactly that I left it there. Because there are no checkpoints during this whole thing. You got to do it all one and done. So shooting the first little yellow fish targets isn't so bad. But then you... remember, the motion controls is you have to point with the Wiimote. Alright? And sometimes, controlling Rodea while he's in free fall is not exactly the easiest thing to do. So you might get hit. But as long as you don't get hit by any of the other enemies, and you at least have, you know, the second level tail boost, that's fine. As long as you can pick up the max level one, you're good. Or you should have enough wiggle room to work with. See, it's not really the enemies that'll get you, it's the fucking walls. I don't... yeah. It's not the easiest stage. And then there are these searchlight guys who will shoot massive, like, lasers and shit at you if you don't kill them right away. So far, they're easy right now, but then they get a little bit more complex. But those aren't the main issue, considering the fucking walls are gonna... yeah. Oh, yeah. So I had to cut away a little bit just to show you where I popped up later. Surprisingly, this is the only... I only died like twice, I think, for this particular portion of the stage. When I initially tried doing this while also simultaneously recording audio, it's a little hard to focus, you know, because this stage is kind of difficult. And sometimes there are instances where you'll friggin' pass by the tail, where you pass by the power-up, and you just don't get it. And then you're just fucked. So you gotta be good at this. You gotta be pretty good at this. And you can kind of dodge the lasers, but they are more or less homing on you. Overall, it was a nice idea, and it would have actually been kind of cool if the whole game was like this. But to just throw this in at, like, toward the last half of the game, and just have it one and done, because there are no other sections that are like this. The rest of it just plays out like normal. It would have been nice to have kind of have this be like the Octopus sections in Knights, you know? Have an occasional minigame that has you kind of getting accustomed to this. Whereas, whenever you actually play it, it's expecting you to not only do it perfect, like one and done, but to get used to it really fucking fast. It just seems a little unfair at times. But overall, it's pretty fun. It would have been more fun if you actually had more practice and you played it more on just one stage. Oh, and get ready for the kicker. Just because you're done with this, which gets to bullet hell levels of extreme, of kind of annoying, the stage isn't over yet. You'd think this would be enough to constitute as a whole stage. Simultaneously avoiding walls and lasers and all other kinds of nonsense. I think after this segment of walls, I think we're done. Nope, no we're not. But we are getting closer to the end. Okay, now we're done. There we go. Yeah, and it just... that's the only time it shows you all this little stat screen. And it just never happens again. I don't know why they just threw it in there randomly. And you might think, oh, it's going back right into the whole shooter bit. Nope, you're going right back to normal gameplay. So... I guess there is a point to having all those extra lives, because if you die again, I had only imagined you had to go right back to the beginning of the stage.
I wonder who has the key.
So naturally, I was a little bit nervous to get all the... to find the key and do this stage without dying. Because... oh man. It took way too many attempts to actually finish that previous, like, shooter stage. Too many that I'm willing to admit to. And that's probably why I'm not going to show off the all the medals and what happens now, considering now I have to do that stage. And as I'll mention in later toward one of the last few videos, Wishing to Call actually showed off the bonus for getting all the medals on her channel. So if you are curious in the least bit about what that looks like, by all means, go check out her channel. She finished Rodea in a much more timely manner than I did. So really, and yeah, I mean, I've mentioned before the bonuses for getting all S ranks or all the medals. Like, I was curious of what they are before. I'm not going for all S ranks because time is like a key factor in getting S ranks in this game. And as you can see, yeah, a lot of enemies and a lot of this kind of detracts from the time that you can, like, finish it quickly. Because it's really difficult. I know that's kind of a weak excuse, but still, you know. Not all my playthroughs are 100%. Now the Persona run is working to be 100% more or less. Yeah, 55 lives, and I don't think I ever really go that low below 50. I don't leave double digits, is what I'm saying. This game is generous with lives, but I would say it's almost a little too generous at times. But yeah, we are nearing the end of Rodea the Sky Soldier. We are getting close to facing off against Gyardo and Volgus in the final confrontation for the fate of Garuda. So, only time will tell of how that plays out. I do not like these barrier enemies. They are so annoying. And it felt like it's kind of like luck of the draw of when I actually managed to kill them, because their barriers just block everything from all angles. But unfortunately, those are the ones you have to kill in order to try to find the key card. So that's another reason why time is not something I get S ranks on. Ah, jeez. Overall, this part of the stage is more or less tedious and not really difficult. It's just a game of hide and seek. But compared to what you had to do in order to get here, yeah, it definitely feels a bit more stressful. But, you know, this game isn't that difficult.
This one doesn't have it.
This game isn't that difficult, but it is... It's not nearly as difficult and as bullshit hard as Journey of Dreams was at certain points. I don't think this one has it. I think it might be the next one. It's been a while since I've actually played this stage. Yeah. I'm not sure if the stage is if it's hard locked to one particular barrier enemy or if it's always the last one that you kill. That's always the bane of speedruns. Not that I'm doing one. Yeesh. Did I ever do a game that was like a speedrun? I don't think so. Oh, well, I want to say maybe Into Dreams was kind of speedrun-ish. But that's just a really short game, then again. Yeah, whatever. Nope, not the next one. It'll be the next one. The next one, now that I'm looking at it. They sure pad out such a small level in this game. But I'm pretty sure it's this one that does indeed have the key card. But it just does not want to die. And I admit that I'm probably not doing it correctly of tackling on these enemies, but it's just... I just try to hit it hard and fast. There we go. And with that, the stage is finished. So now we can finally get inside Gyardo's palace. Okay, so we're about to go face Gyardo. Well, not just yet, but we're getting close to actually getting to his palace. So that ranks up as a C and an A. Alright, well that's enough for this post-commentary video. Now it's going to get right back into regular commentary. So, see you after. I guess I'll just leave you to that. Alright, thanks. Alright, now it's time for the hyperdimensional fortress. Oh god, I hope Hyperdimension Neptunia is not here. That would be the worst nightmare of all. Oh. Although I gotta say, Gyardo has a pretty bitchin' pad.
This brings back memories.
Like, it's just bringing back memories for Rodea. Like, now these guys' memories, oh, now I remember this place, it sucks.
Gyardo.
That dick. Being in the trash can.
Sorry. My creator did a terrible job.
Wait. Wait. Are you just, like, shitting on yourself now, Rodea? Yeah, I'm a real piece of shit. Suck it, creator. I get. Although I guess this does kind of harken back to Wiseman and Knights' relationship. Like, Knights didn't really give a shit about Wiseman. Alright, so are we just fighting Giardo now? Oh, is this gonna be a boss rush? Ah! Ooh. So now we're just out in fucking space a la Gurren Lagann. That's cool.
It was weird of Giardo to
Call his soldiers fresh and live. Oh, wait. Oh, so that is a thing.
They look the same as the others, but these ones seem
So he does have an obsession with sea creatures. The game acknowledges this. Huh. Alright. Somehow the game has just... Oh, well. Somehow the game has, like... heard all my little tidbits about what I've been, like, knocking on here and there. And it's using it as actual lore. Interesting. Alright. I'm starting to dig this. So wait, is Vulgus gonna be the final boss then? Because that's usually how things might work out. Because sometimes it's not always the main bad guy who's the main bad guy. It's his, like, second in command, which I guess Vulgus fills out that role.
That's a lot of spikes. It must have been difficult to create.
So now he's just now addressing this. Huh. My creator does have some pretty interesting taste on robots. Oh. Yeah, that was...
I have to line it up with a gap.
Thanks, Rodea. Could have told me that sooner. Line up with the Oh. What am I supposed to do there? Line up with the gap just right. Or I could just die. That's cool too. Or maybe I can just go up. That'd probably be a safer bet. Oh wait, I saw metal back down there. I like when Rodea just runs up a wall like, oh jeez, gotta go. Ooh. Alright, well these things are dicks. Alright. So, moving on. Or maybe it's gonna be something completely different. Shit. This is not turning out very well. Maybe I'm not supposed to destroy these things. Or if I am, I'm definitely going about the wrong way. Damn it! Okay. Focus on the tower. I guess this is kind of harkening back to Knights, because now it is doing kind of a starry night sky. Kind of like how Knights did with the growth, like twin seeds and stuff. Although there is no giant bell tower. Aw, I miss the bell tower in Knights. That's like iconic at this point for the series.
What were you doing?
Whoa. Huh. Oh, so Giardo's daughter is Cecilia. Interesting. I guess that would make sense of how she could override Rodea's commands. So instead of like, oh, okay, so now the game's just addressing all the shit I brought up before, like I just said. Like, instead of telling us backstory at the beginning, you know, where it might be prudent, no, just big old plot dump at the end. I mean, okay. I guess as long as they're explaining it somewhere. I guess that's fine. Rodeo, I know we've had some difficult times over this series, but, you know, in the end, I guess you came through. Ooh. Okay, that was kind of cool, a little side-scrolling bit. I always had a thing for you, Rodea. I knew we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things, but, you know, I always knew there was good in you. Not the character, but the game itself. The character's pretty cool. I just sincerely hope that Vulgus is not a shit. Okay, camera. Alright. No, that's not what I sincerely hope that Vulgus is not just a freaking jobber. I just want a really cool boss fight with an R unit. And I know that I know that Kelvis had some really cool stuff, and even Rylus was kind of winding up some like Kamehamehas and stuff like that. You know? And I know I give them shit like, oh, they just died in one, like, after 2 set fights or whatever. But they kind of did, you know? Boss fights should last longer than that. Ooh. Alright. I guess this is really the only place left to go once you've flown anywhere, is to just go to space. I guess I'll go backwards now. Oh, 300. I don't have that much. Alright, where do I go now? Alright, I'm as high as the game will let me go, and now I do not know where to go. I guess over there. Oh, okay, the little things spiral off. Okay, cool. See, I'm picking up on this stuff one little bit at a time. Whoa! Even the little scouter thing gives you a pretty cool dashing bit. Dashing boost. So far, I really like the aesthetics and the music. It's really deep and really, pretty cool. I know that's not exactly very constructed commentary, but I'm kind of just trying to focus on, like, I really just hope the game ends in a really, like, stylistic way. Because really cool stuff always ends up in space. Like every single Platinum game, or friggin', Gurren Lagann, like I said. Alright. Now I'm just wondering, who's going to be the real final boss? Is it going to be Gyardo or Vulgus? Well, if this game's going to go all night style, then it's obviously going to be Vulgus first. Or if this game wants to defy, like, Knight's tropes, it's going to go with Vulgus as the final boss. I guess we'll have to see. Either way. Vulgus or Gyardo, they need to be a cool boss. Needs to be someone cool to fight. Oh, okay. Gap was not immediately recognized, and I'm pretty surprised I did not get hit. Just by boosting like an asshole. Speak of the devil. Alright, hang on. I wonder if all the R units are going to come back for a fight. Well, no, because... Oh, shit. Well, now I may as well just go back to the bell, because I'm going to get my ass knocked over. Alright, hang on. Maybe if I just calmly and coolly... There we go. Alright, camera did not want to work with me for a minute. You know, because Kelvis was lying in the field of flowers last we saw her, so she's probably not gonna. So it's probably not gonna do a boss rush. Oh, okay. Well, see, it's gonna go get this quick. It's gonna get this tail boost really quick, you guys. Don't mind me. The one time the turtle enemies look intimidating. Are they gonna explain why Gyardo has an affiliation with Sea Life? Because Rodea just mentioned that he did. I just thought he just did it for shits and giggles, and it was just a random enemy type. I didn't think they'd actually have, like, oh no, he totally likes Sea Life. Is Gyardo gonna be like a giant fish or something like that at the end of this? Is that what I'm Because, I mean, Princess Cecilia kind of looks like a mermaid, I guess. Although, again, if you're calling your thing the Naga Empire, you probably should have at least one snake. Why wouldn't you just call it the Pisces Empire? Pisces is a thing. It doesn't sound nearly as cool as Naga, but Pisces works. Okay, can I go in the thing? Yeah, there we go. Is the stage done? I guess the stage is done. Okay, cool. Yay!
This place. I've been here.
This is where I was created.
Yeah, you can go up now.
Oh, alright. Do I fight Vulgus now? Let's see. Let's find out what the next chapter is, because we're getting close to endgame. Fly to the Emperor's throne. Okay, we'll do that next time. Until then, thank you for watching.